Perfect timing.
Yo, that's the Ski Master Slump God dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm listening to something of his, and I'm thinking that it kind of sounds like his style / generation / himself inspired Ice Spice, bro.
Oh,
It's like
There you
he
go.
got that flow.
Here
Not
we
for
go.
real, like
Here's
that,
Lester with his takes.
bro. You never heard like how he does that, like like that kind of flow. And that's kind of like that freshman class, like what was that was like what 2017.
I don't know. Joe is
Yeah.
not. He's not here for this take right now.
2017. That was the poppin' rap at the time when Ice Spice was a little younger. Makes sense, bro.
They said the Munch Militia is gonna come after you, bro.
Cause I'm literally listening to this guy, and it sounds exactly like the flow on
I'd have to hear it. I'd have to hear it.
the In Your Mood song. It's like almost the same flow, bro. That's crazy. I wonder what this song is called. It's one of them lo-fi mixes, so it doesn't say the song name. Dang, no, it does say it.
I'm not gonna lie. I never really was on that sound, so I can't even.
Dang. Did he say he a baddie? He know he a 10?
Baby Wipe is what it's called.
Oh my god!
So check it out after. That Baby Wipe does kind of sound like Baby Ice Spice.
Yeah. You know her. So her name is Isis. So whenever the people write her name, they think it's like terrorist shit, and all her shit gets taken down. Her name's actually Isis.
Wow, that's crazy. Yo, speaking of her, for some reason, like her and Justin Bieber have been coming up in my feed as far as like people talking about them getting like basically harassed on the come up.
I've seen that. I've seen that, and it's kind of the clips that they put together is really uncomfortable. Like
facts
when you watch it.
Yeah, it's like them with like other celebrities, you know what I mean? And just people in general being kind of creepy with them.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
He even said I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, he literally kept saying like multiple times. Like he's like, "Yo, this is uncomfortable."
It's funny, man, because my daughter, she sings real good, like real good. So people have always wanted me to like put her in stuff. And I always been real hesitant and been like, no, like I'm gonna wait until she gets a little older, gets like a little more sense. And then like if that's something she wants to do, then we could do it. Cause like with the voice she got, if she does it now, if she does it later, once they hear her, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not really worried about that aspect of it. It's just like, I was never in no rush to throw my daughter in something where she's going to be around other adults that are going to be like trying to push what they want her to do on her. And like, nah, bro. Nah,
yeah.
I'm good on that.
That's way too much pressure on a kid.
Yeah, for sure. I don't want her thinking about that like as a 6-year-old or 7-year-old or something, that's crazy.
No, that's facts.
But yeah, the brain's too young and suffering from manipulation right there.
Yep. It's funny because she actually just ended up doing it kind of herself because she's about to be in a play in May. She's doing the Seussical, the Dr. Seuss one.
That's another one, right? She was already in one, right?
No, it's been the same one. What she did before was just a state competition where they do like random little bits, little ensemble pieces and stuff. But it's not that they did an actual like whole play or anything.
Damn, that's what's up.
She made somebody cry at that thing, bro, with her singing.
That's awesome, bro.
One of the
I've heard her kind of just singing around the way and stuff, and yeah, she definitely can sing, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she be.
I'm gonna be watching her on one of these voice competition shows one day. Watch.
Yeah, she probably will end up on something like that because she's one of those, like, you know what I'm saying? She got one of them voices that she can hit whatever she hears. You know what I mean?
Bro, there's so many that we love singing competition shows, and like it's gonna be the one where you're like, can I bring my dad out? He's an artist too, and then you guys do a duo, and then you both go to Hollywood. I get now. I definitely seen it a million times.
That's for damn sure. I'll be in the back like well, not just him, but all the dudes in the groups that like you're like, why is he there? You know what I mean? And they just do a random thing here and there, like doo doo dap doop doop doo dap.
Or play like a ukulele or something.
Oh, ukulele. Yo, man. the moment that we've all been waiting for. Not everybody, because they don't know the behind the scenes, right? They just know, like we teased it a little at the end of last week, right? Oh, and again, I mean, not again. I don't even think we spoke on it yet. But today is 420. It's the day that I dropped Dear Mary Jane last year. So it's extra special now. It's the day Quincy's dropped Good Days this year, which is already out. So by the time you hear this, it's
Good
already
days,
out.
good
Quincy
smoke.
Jamal, Good Days, the perfect vibe for the Smizokin. You know what I mean?
Nah, definitely. I think that's a great like soundtrack to who you are, who we are, like what this is. I think that's dope, man. Like it's just such a good sound.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah. It's so funny because I recorded that song, man, like way back when me and Lester were working on Wentworth, like probably 3-4 years ago. You know what I mean?
Oh damn.
So I've had that song just sitting, like mastered, ready to go. And they got to a point where I truthfully actually even forgot I had it. You know what I mean? And when I was kind of just clearing out like everything that I had, like unfinished songs, finished songs, ideas, I was clearing everything out. I found it, and I was, oh man, I gotta definitely roll this out. So yeah, it's definitely been something that I've been, as far as the sound goes and as far as that vibe, I definitely have been on that vibe for that's that
it's
already
definitely
Good
like
Days,
Sunday afternoon barbecue vibes.
Facts.
Oil change vibes for sure.
Oil change.
Yo, so what should we talk about first? Like the actual barbecue, like just the overall weekend and everything?
Let's start with the overall weekend, and then we'll get into everything else.
So for those, obviously nobody knows, but for those who don't know, Quincy came into town from Georgia, and Joe was in town too. So it was like perfect. Let's all link up. So me and Quincy actually, Quincy stayed at my crib, but we actually linked up in the morning and shot a different video for another joint that me and him are dropping. And then he ended up shooting the Good Days video during the barbecue. And we just kind of had a barbecue with like some of the homies from Wentworth, some of the homies just overall from high school, and just people we know and stuff. A lot of people we haven't seen in a minute. It was just super good vibes. It was something that I've been wanting to do something like that for a while. And the fact that it came together, and it came together so perfect, like that's so dope to me. I had a great time. It was so fun.
For sure. No, same. It definitely was just the whole day, the whole weekend was dope. You know what I'm saying? Even, I don't know if we touched on it, but what was that?
Was that always your thought process to film while we're at the barbecue? So I never heard anything about it.
Now, remember, he wrote it in the chat.
Yeah, I was basically
I missed that.
He had set it all up, and then he was like, "Oh, I think I might shoot the video that day." And then that's when Freddie ended up coming.
Exactly.
That's what I thought you guys did in the morning. I got you. That's why I was like, I wonder what this is for. Like I didn't even ask.
Yeah, nah. And then the morning joint actually worked out perfectly too, which was like we had some basically models come to help us kind of facilitate the video and tell the story, and they were professional, so it was just like a dope.
They showed up, bro.
That's
the biggest thing, because like it's funny, man, because I get certain feedback on my videos sometimes, right? And a lot of times that be one of the big things. They'd be like, "Oh, you should have had a girl in it, this and that." But people don't understand that getting a girl to come, not even a girl, let me not put it that way, because it's definitely not just girls, just people, period. Getting people to commit to do something at a certain time, and it being like something like that, like a video or whatever. Like there's a lot of people in the Orlando area that say that they do X, Y, and Z, but they don't really do it. It's just in their bio. You know what I mean? So it's, you start like, people don't understand that like there's money and moving parts into these things. You know what I'm saying? The videographer ain't free. The props ain't free. Whatever you needed for the video ain't free. A lot of times the location ain't free. And I can't, and I've had too many experiences where I've set up things and people haven't showed up. So that's why I'm the type that I'm like, bro, as long as a videographer there, I'm good. We'll pull up somewhere that just has a unique look to it, and we'll make it happen. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just a visual of the music. People like to have it. People like to see it. It's always good to kind of connect the dots and see the personality and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, music videos ain't what they used to be. Like, people just ain't sitting around the TV watching music videos. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah, I think I'll do a real good job of creating like the visual for the actual sound of the song. Like any other song on the Good Days footage, I don't know if it would look and sound as good as that did. I think that came together so perfectly. I think like the landscape of that video and like the environment of it was straight up representing what that song's about. And
exactly,
as real as it was like really a candid video shoot, and it was dope. It captured like us really in the element of, and like let's just say, doing what we've done our whole lives. Like nothing's changed. Everything's different, but nothing's changed.
Mm-hmm.
And although it was something where it was perfect with the people that were there were still some people missing. But that fact that the people that did come, they were just the right vibe for what we were doing. And they were also, I mean, we already knew because that's why they were invited in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, we made it so that it would just be the best vibe. Like, it's kind of get together where everybody's hitting you up beforehand to make sure if they got to bring something, because nobody's trying to mooch. You know what I mean? Everybody's coming ready to vibe. If they're trying to smoke, they're actually bringing smoke too. You know what I mean? It's not just trying to bum off everybody. Like, whenever you got a whole bunch of like-minded people on the same wave, oh man, it's always gonna work out. And it was just so dope seeing like some homies from Wentworth back in the day. Shout out to Don, man. I hadn't seen Don in a minute. Don is a hard one to see, dog.
And I was literally telling him, bro, like, I ain't seen you in over a decade, bro.
That's
easily over a decade, bro.
That's wild.
Yeah, and it's super dope just seeing like all of us together in like a whole different space. You know what I mean? And we're just all chilling, all kind of carefree, vibing. Like, that wasn't the case before, dog. Like, it wasn't the case at all.
Yeah, you couldn't go in a room with a bunch of strangers and share smoke and be comfortable with it and just shoot a laugh, and like everybody was just polite to each other. Everybody was just welcoming, even though we're a quarter of the people that were complete strangers. Walked out of there, and you walked out of there like gaining more people that because it was just such a good environment, man. It was dope. Definitely something we need to do more often.
It was dope too because Quincy had some of his frat brothers there, and at one point it was I think even Quincy had left at one point, but I was kind of sitting there with them. And like me and them were kind of vibing for a while, like at least a good 30 minutes where it was just me and them two just talking, kicking it, joking, laughing. You know what I mean? So it was like you said, Joe, like even though I've met them before, but it was just the fact that like, I've met them before. That's pretty much it. We ain't homies. I didn't even really, remember much about them even, you know what I'm saying? So just kind of being able to just naturally vibe like that, it was just super dope.
For sure.
Yeah.
Bro, I brought out
that's one thing.
Gravitron, boy.
Oh yeah,
don't nobody know what
Gravitron 3000.
My God.
Look it up. Hold on, remember, you almost forgot about it, and then I was like, "Yo, what happened to
that was
the
hilarious?" Because somebody said, I think it was Angel. He was like, "Damn, should I make a gravity bong?" And it just lit it up in my head in the chat. I'm like, "Yo, matter of fact, I got one." And then I sent a picture of the Gravitron, and they was like, "Oh, bet, cool." And you were the only one that remembered because we were already pretty high, dog. Like we were all in the studio. There was like I said, everybody had smoke, so like just mad shit was going around. It was wax, joints, blunts. Like it was just like the perfect vibe. And then Joe came out of nowhere and he's like, "Yo, what's up with that gravity bong?" And I was like, "Oh my God." Like I had to pick that thing out from the back of my closet, dog, because I don't barely use it because that thing is a killer, dog.
Yo,
it's lethal, man. It's lethal.
Yo, I had it took me a while to get it because I had to even clean it with alcohol and everything because it literally was just dusty in the back of my closet. I had to rinse it, clean it with alcohol, wipe it down. But dog, that thing is like Jumanji, bro. Once you roll that dice,
dog, you don't know what's going to happen
before you die, bro.
Hey, bro, let's just say this, and we're gonna backtrack because obviously I'm passing up the best part. But let's just say that Yoda, shout out to Yoda, he hit that thing twice, sat on the couch, and decided the next day he's getting a Tesla.
For real.
That thing took him to the sky, bro. He literally hit us mad early that next morning, like with the confirmation, like Tesla confirmed.
Yeah.
Like, dang, bro. Dog, he got ecological in here, bro. Because that gravitron is literally like when you pull it up, it's like a very big bowl of flour, right? And when you pull it up and it fills and it pretty much like uses half of the flour that's in that bowl. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like what's in that bowl, bro, is like enough for like a decent joint or a decent blunt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when I filled it up for him, he cleared that thing 2 times. Like cleared it. That smoke was so white, bro. Oh my gosh.
That shit was milk.
I was next to him and I'm like this, because I'm helping him like set it up and stuff, and I'm just like this, like, oh my god,
yo,
like, I couldn't believe it, bro, because he cleared the whole thing. I'm over here thinking that the next person is gonna come and finish it, because that's how we have been hitting it. Like, yo, one person hit it until they can't, the next person hit it, dog. He came and said, swoop. But you know why he did that, dog? Because this guy Quincy, dog. Yo, remember earlier? See, because I remember it, and I was gonna connect it. Watch. So remember earlier I said that I was with Quincy's 2 frat brothers by myself at one point, right? Because before that, it's me, the frat bros, and Quincy, and we sitting around. I think we were just passing a J around. You know, we smoking, chilling, vibing. And all of a sudden, like, bro, I'm telling you, like, we had to be at least like five joints and blunts in at this point, like at least, no exaggeration. And we all ate, you know what I'm saying? It's a barbecue, but like the way I did it, like everybody pulled up at 3 and the food was already ready. You know what I mean? Because I don't like having people hungry and stuff. So I was like, bro, if you hungry now, eat now. If not, you eat a little later. Cool. So we ate, we vibed a little. Like, what time? Do you remember the time by any chance?
That happened?
Did it happen?
It was like 5 because it was like a couple hours into it.
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah, probably 5.
So check this out. We all had, and we had drinks, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Coronas. Everybody was drinking Coronas. The little Bud Light seltzers that you brought. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was just, you know, drinking vibe. It was just a good time. You know what I mean? So we go into the studio, like I was saying. Everybody passing around the stuff. So we're already like on. I wouldn't say we're on cloud 9, but I would say we're on cloud 7.5.
Yeah, we're there. We're there.
We almost there. So we sitting there, right? Like to set the scene, I'm sitting looking across from Quincy, right? And then his 2 boys are in like computer chairs, like making a diamond. You know what I mean? Like it's me across from Quincy, one of his boys to my left, one to my right, and we make like a whole diamond, right? So we finished the joint that we were smoking, you know what I'm saying? Because like we're passing them around. People are already like tapping out. They're like here, like just passing it through. So at the end, we was just passing it to each other, you know what I'm saying? Dog, as soon as that joint was done, I kind of leaned back where I was sitting, right? And I'm like, oh man. And this guy, Quincy, he stands up. Yo, he stands up like a white kid when you about to say the Pledge of Allegiance, dog.
Yo, like the people who stand up when the plane gets to the gate.
Yo, dead ass, bro. He stood up with the quickest, just like, I don't even know how he stood up so fast. And obviously it was because I was high as fuck too. But like, he just got up mad fast, kind of clapped his hands together, and he was like, all right, man, time to get into this oil change.
First thing that comes to his mind.
I was like, what? Because let's bring it back a little. When we're talking about the barbecue, like we had planned it from like a month or 2 ago, right? And then we have a group chat that we're just always talking, whatever. So randomly, and bro, Angel probably regrets this with all of his life fibers, bro. Angel sends a picture of him doing an oil change on his car, right? And he's like, oh, last oil change, you know what I'm saying? And we're like, oh, you know, but we didn't say anything. It was like, oh, you know, you changing your oil, whatever. And Quincy's like, dang, I actually got to change my oil before I get back on the road. You just reminded me. So Angel goes, hey, man, it's mad easy. Just figure out what you need, and then I'll help you do it when I get there, when we do the barbecue.
No, he said, but this is what his rebuttal was. He said, everybody will be there. We'll just do it there. I don't know who he is. He must have had a mouse in his pocket because he wasn't talking about me. I know he wasn't talking about me. I said I go chat GPT. That shit take it to
you onto something because I was the same, bro.
You snap with that. I didn't even think about that. That's funny as fuck.
Yo, you hit that on the head because I was the same. I'm like, damn, changing the oil doing a barbecue. I don't know.
I don't know
about
who he
that
is.
one,
I was talking about him and Ezzy. I was like, I don't know who he is, dog.
Him and Ezzy.
But let me tell you my side. So I'm just literally on the other side.
Hold on. Let me lay out the whole thing. I'm gonna lay it out with no sauce. All right. I'm just gonna lay out the story, and then you tell your version, and then I'll tell my sauce version.
Yeah.
So Angel said that he would help him. So he actually, matter of fact, bro, we're already too deep, dog. Yo, so Angel said that he would help him. Everybody was like, all right, cool. Quincy went and got the stuff beforehand. All right, bet. So, like I said, bro, we sitting there in the diamond formation. You know what I'm saying? What I'm not even gonna ask the frat because I don't even want to put them in there like that. But like we sitting in a diamond formation, you know, the frat boys, dog. We sitting there vibing. Quincy gets up, it's time to go. I was flabbergasted, bro, because I was super high. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? The oil changed now? Now? Quincy goes out. He's like, yo, where's Angel? He's looking for Angel, bro. I hear him in the background, like, and then when he finds Angel, I hear Angel like, give me a minute. You know what I'm saying? Angel told him, give him a second. Quincy, I don't know how much longer Quincy came back, like, you ready now?
If you ain't doing nothing, we can do this now.
The best part, bro, because dog, there ain't no way around it. Angel was tight, bro. Angel was tight, dog. So Angels goes out, right? The best part about it is Quincy decides he's gonna use it for the video. So Quincy stands next to Angel while he's under the car performing, bruh. Yo, I wish I could have been in Angel's brain at that moment, dog. Because he was probably like, this guy is not making me change his oil and rapping next to me, bro. There's no way, dog.
Yeah.
Yo, I said I would do it. But y'all act like I didn't already prematurely plan this when it happened. I said, yo, that would be dope for the video, actually. Man. Yo.
And like just I said, way chat, I'm not opposed to any of the details, but that timing was impeccably horrible, bro. That was the worst possible time you could have chose to do that, dog. The only way I could have understood that one is if we weren't in daylight savings and it still got dark at 5:30.
Yo, it was, and that's what, I'm in the same room with y'all, right? I'm in the same room with y'all, but I didn't really realize what was going on.
Imagine being underneath a car in the middle of a barbecue. You got a white tee on, bro. He had to take his shoes off, his white tee. God. He had a nice ass Supreme hat on. He had to take his hat off. He gets under the car, and then Quincy squats next to him talking about these them good days.
Bruh. I'm telling you, bro. I watched that go down as I was trying to figure it all out. I'm just watching all that happen, and I'm like, what? Nah. I was like, what? I'm telling you. So first of all, I'm in the studio with y'all, right? I'm in the studio, and you know those movies where like someone's like in a train station, and they're like frozen in time, and everybody's just moving really fast beside them, and they're just like thinking. That's how I was. So I see Yoda go. I see Quincy go. I see like Yoda's foot go to the garage. I see like sunlight. I'm like, what's going on right now? So I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm like, all right, maybe I better just go take a breather outside because, it's a little cloudy in here. Then I finally decided to go outside. And I'm like, Yoda's under. I see a pair of sneakers on the side of the driveway. I see Yoda under the car. Then the car is on the what's that called? The jack. Yo, 15-pound dumbbells.
Say that again. Say that again. I think it got cut off.
15-pound dumbbells holding the car from rolling. So I said, nah, this got to be a joke. First of all, the jack not even all the way up. Those 15-pound dumbbells ain't gonna do nothing. So then I see Quincy picking up more dumbbells, and I was like, okay, he's probably getting more dumbbells to put back there, and he wasn't. He was just getting things ready for the video. He was just setting things up for the video.
I was getting my dog the tools.
Right. So then I'm staring, right? I'm just staring at him. I'm like, all right, so it looks like he's changing the oil.
Oh my God.
And he couldn't get it unlocked. And I remember right when Yoda said, I got it, I hear Quincy go to Freddie, all right, so let's do this shoot real quick. And I'm like, what's he talking about? And then I watch him go to the side of the car and he starts recording. So I said, nah, this is not going on. I said, what is this? I was like, what did I swear, like, I walked out of like a black hole into like some Twilight Zone. I was like, is this for real? And then my wife came outside and she's like, what's that one shoe doing on the drive? I said, let's go inside. Let's go inside. Don't even ask. Let's get in there. Don't ask no questions. I'm not even sure if this is real right now. Let's get in there.
Oh my God.
The best part is that when they both went outside, right? That's when Joe was like, yo, what's up with that Gravitron? So like when Quincy and Angel walked out, that's when I went out. Like that's when I went to my room, took it, cleaned it up, brought it out. So we had already hit it like once or twice, right? Bro, so we hit the Gravitron. Everybody was like, I told you, we was on cloud 7.5 before. Once we hit that thing, dog, we was on cloud 12, dog. We hit the Gravitron. I'm setting it up for another hit. Quincy comes through the door of the studio, like the door that from the outside. He opens the door of the studio, comes up to me while I'm lighting up the Gravitron, and he's like, yo, where's your number 16 wrench? 16. I'm like, what? Dog asked me for a numbered wrench. I'm like, what? A numbered wrench?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I remember he came back out. I'm like, what's good? He goes, he ain't got the number 6. I was like, oh, really? Is that the issue we got going on today?
Yo, and the funniest part, like your story, Joe, it's hilarious because I didn't know that happened, but I went from the inside of the garage out and I saw you on to the left, like in the part of the story that you're talking about. Yeah. And I saw the same picture. I'm like, what? I saw the weights. I saw Angel under the car. I see Quincy leaning against the car like, these some good babies. Good. Freddie's like that. The neighbors looking like trying to see what's going on. I was like, dang, I'm about to go back inside.
Bruh, so to clear my conscience,
yeah.
All I'll say is I appreciate what Yoda did because he definitely came through. He offered, I accepted, I communicated what was going on. I communicated what I was planning on doing. I will take fault. The timing was trash. I will take fault.
That's is all I'm saying. That's the one detail. But the best part about it is that one detail made such a great story, dog.
Oh my God. Yeah. This is hilarious.
That one detail and it was so funny because Yoda was pissed, right? But the next day after like it all subsided and we had, I'm telling you, the barbecue, it's funny because that thing only really took like 30 minutes. We were just all super baked. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, so it literally only took like 30 minutes. He really did do it dumb fast. You know what I mean?
But it happened so instantaneously. That's why it wasn't like, because even like his wife was in the kitchen. He comes in like full of oil in the white beat. It's like paper towel. She's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm changing Quincy's oil. What you mean? What am I doing?
What you mean?
Oh man, I'm just watching. I'm just sitting there on the table in the living room, like,
bro, that was so hilarious, dog. That was so hilarious. That was a class. I'm so glad it happened that way though, because it just added the classic story on top of just a good time. It would have just been a good time before that. You know what I mean? Now there's like
and
an
like
actual
real
story
talk, and
to
then
it.
it's so the icing on the cake to me is that we literally have it to be remembered through the video.
On video, yeah.
Oh yeah, that exactly. That's so fire. And the funny thing is to kind of tie the whole story all together. Angel took them 2 hits off the Gravitron after he finished the oil change. So like right when he came in and cleaned up, he was like, "Dog, I need a hit."
You
So
was ready, yeah.
bro, he took them 2 hits and he was out in outer space, bro. I think he was the last one to leave, bro, because he was so toasted.
Yeah. And you know what? You made a good point. It was only like 30 to 40 minutes, but so much was going on with so many people at so many different levels. It was
Facts,
like
bro.
it was like a 2-hour movie. There
Literally.
was just so much going on, and like I almost couldn't believe it. I was like, this can't be real.
I feel like we could literally make a movie of that whole situation, bro.
For real.
Yo, for real. At least a short film for sure.
Like a short film for sure.
Hey, you've seen those random TikTok videos with like 100 different things going on in the video. It's like, yeah.
No, but that barbecue was literally one of those that like, I don't think anybody that got invited didn't show up, but like if you wasn't there, like you should be jealous because that was a vibe, super vibe, and then just like that added element to it, it just was the icing on the cake, yo.
Yeah, it was definitely good. It was definitely a story we're gonna tell for a long time. I'm glad we set that up. Thanks for holding us down, Les.
Yeah, that was dope, man. Thank y'all, because honestly, I've been wanting to do something like that for a while, bro. Like a while. And then once I get like the house like completely done, like the porch done, everything that I'm doing, and get it like really set up, like to have like them real dope kind of get-togethers, bro. I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Yo, this summer, bro. I got that pool coming, dog.
I seen they fixed the lining, right?
But yeah, man, I already looked up the deck cleaner and stuff, so I'm gonna get that deck looking good and everything. But I say all that to say,
get that deck looking good, dog.
I say all that to say, facts. But I definitely am gonna have a summer like party for sure. So
yeah, that'd be super hard.
Up like a weekend, everybody come out type deal for sure.
Bro, you got so much space out there, man. It's ridiculous.
Bro, I had people from out of town tell me like that they was mad I didn't invite them to that barbecue.
Facts.
Like, bro, how am I supposed to know that you would want to come from? Shout out to my boy Edgar, dog. He was hot. He was hot at me. He was hot at me, bro.
Yeah, we need one with Edgar. We need Ronnie there, for sure. Get everybody in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was a vibe, man. That was a good little thing, man. Yo, so the Good Days track, you dropped that today with the video. I really love, and shout out to Freddie, man, because like, whole idea for that video, that whole thing was like pulled out on a whim, last minute. We didn't really set up nothing for him, really. It was just like, yo, capture the vibe and let's turn this into a music video. And bro, I don't know how he did it, but he did it, dog.
He definitely did it. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. Before he sent me what he had, I was like, man, I don't know how this is gonna come out. We might have to just kind of do something else with it. And he definitely did exactly what I was.
It's funny when you sent the video of just you performing the entire time in front of Yoda. I was like, man, this is a video?
Yeah, at first I was the same way. Like,
this guy's rubbing it in. In case you forgot how you did it, Yoda. In case you forgot how you did it, we have it on camera.
That was the insult to injury right there, dog.
I was like, what was all the other footage for? But once I saw the whole thing, yeah. Oh, shit. This guy's rubbing it in, dude.
Oh, my God, man. Happy 420, dog.
Yeah,
happy 420.
Like Quincy said, dog, we got to do a 420 in Denver, man. Hopefully next year.
I'm dying to go there. For sure. It's on my top of my list.
Have you ever been before? Nah,
never been.
Dang, you've been to a lot of places. I'm surprised you haven't been.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing's ever taken me there, but it's always been on my list.
420 will
420
take you
is a reason, dog. Yo, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm even down to set something up like a little sooner than that if y'all want to do that too. Like if there's a season where the tickets are low and we can kind of make it happen, dog. Denver is like, it's on my short list of places I would live. It's like one of my favorite places of all time, bro.
Yeah.
If you set up an itinerary, Set up like an itinerary and some dates. That's the best way to do it, bro. Like if I book in advance, the best way for me to lock it in. Like we just booked a cruise for next March.
Nice.
That's how far ahead we booked stuff just to lock it in. By the time it comes around, it's almost like a surprise and it's free at that point. That's how
exactly.
We
yeah.
Oh yeah, facts.
That's the best way to do it, honestly.
That really is the best way to do it. Man, that's something that I want to set up soon because I just noticed the other day that I haven't really taken a vacation in a while. Like even like the only days off that I've really taken have been like me getting sick or like when my back was messed up. It's like I need to get some time to chill because like squeezing all this stuff into, you know what I'm saying? Like just squeezing all the stuff that I'm doing into my schedule and not really taking time to just be chilling is like
seeing where you were going with that.
Squeeze it in, baby.
Squeezing all my stuff into I was waiting to see where that went.
We were gonna talk about something else, but we'll save that for next week because that story was just too good, dog. The story was too good. Hey man, y'all need to start hitting us up too, man. We got a pretty decent network of people that are checking out the podcast. So you know what I'm saying? Especially with this story, like we need y'all feedback. We need to hear what y'all think of the shows, questions that y'all have, things y'all want us to talk about. Like we've had a couple people here and there bring up little things, but I want to definitely be more interactive, man. Like I would love to just like be able to even have a show where we're just talking about questions people send in, or we could just pull up the email and be like, yo, we got 5-10 questions and we just run through them.
Yeah, that'll be dope for sure.
So we definitely gonna start pushing that a little more too, man. But y'all got anything else?
I'm back in Vegas next week, man. I've been in Orlando for almost over a month, and I'm ready to get back in my setup, my equipment, my hardware, my turntables. Like I'm just ready to get back into that action, man. I know I missed probably 3 episodes in the last month, but it's, it just comes with the territory when I'm in Orlando. But, officially moving back, whoever hears this, I guess the announcement. I haven't really announced it like the group chats. I just announced it to people as I see them. Some people don't even know. I'm not announcing it. We just talk about it as it comes up. So, end of the year, we'll be here, man. We'll be back here permanently. Have my whole setup here. So, it's gonna be a good year. So you're keeping this train going.
That's dope. I was talking to my boy from the Navy earlier, and he's telling me that he was gonna come back in like 2 years, and he told me now that he might be here by the end of the year.
Dope.
So I'm super hyped. You got anything else you want to say, my friend? Quintuplet?
Man.
Quintatronimus?
Shout out to that Good Days, man. Please run that up, man. I really
shut up.
Y'all, if anything, watch for 2 things. Watch for Yoda and how eloquently he changes oil. And watch out for Lester and how eloquently he tosses the cornhole bags. Those are 2 things you need to see in that video for sure.
Big facts, my guy.
Master of his arts over there.
Yeah, run that up, man. This song definitely came together amazing. Like, the video, the product, everything. I'm super excited about it. So yeah, go ahead and run that up, man. Let us know what you think about that. Let us know what you think about what we're doing.
And the crazy thing too is that you really just had that song tucked for mad long.
Facts.
And just pulled it out and ended up being such a dope thing overall,
Facts.
Yo, real quick before we go, you see this thing? Stay bud.